Hey, good morning, everybody out there. You're not supposed to make long videos for social media. That's just apparently a big no-no. But this one's going to have to be because I want to fulfill the promise I made. Some of you have emailed, messaged me. Some of you old souls have got a copy of Alabama Soul. I'm glad you like it. That means everything to us. And you wanted me to do some type of album review and post it, so this is what I'm doing. Today was the perfect day because yesterday I had to have a procedure done on my leg and get a chunk cut off of there. So it's a little sore, I'll admit it, but in 24 more hours I will be fine and I will be back at it. But today seemed like the perfect day to sit down and do that for you guys, and it means a lot to us. Alabama Soul started in 2020. I called Mark Normore and said, hey, I got some melodies and lyrics I need to do something with, and I need you. So that's how this happened. Mark, as you know, is an amazing singer-songwriter, keyboard player, a lot of soul in those fingers. And I love performing with him as well, which, by the way, Alabama Soul is not just an album, it is a show, and we will have our debut show this spring, and I'll give you more details on that. I may have posted about that, I think we did the other day. So here's your rundown. For those of you who are interested and want to listen to this, I appreciate it, because it's not about any one person. It's about so many that helped me. I may have started it, but you can't finish anything without help. So here we go. Here's the rundown. Diddy. I got the song playing. I got the album playing in the background. Diddy was inspired by my dad. He was goofy, funny with songs. When he was in a good mood, he would sing different songs. When I was a kid, and now looking back, I'm like, I know why you were in a good mood. Around my house, you definitely knew when everybody was in a good mood or a bad mood, and that's just how I grew up. So I watched a love story. My brother and I watched a love story between my parents for our whole life, and it's been pretty amazing to watch. So anyway, he inspired the first one. It's all about just having a good time, soaking up moments with that significant other. Go out, grab a meal, dance, enjoy what life, in between the struggles of life. So that's the whole thing. That's it. Charlie Rose played on the horn section, which I grew up on Muscle Shoals, like so many of you. The music that came out, I mean, yes, I am a native Alabamian and I'm proud of that. Muscle Shoals influenced me tremendously as a singer-songwriter, so that is just, special. But that's where the vibe comes from. First song, Diddy, the horn section, it's awesome. One Moment All Time, I did not write, but Mark Normore did with a wonderful woman, Stephanie Brown, there in Muscle Shoals. He sent me the song and said, hey, you might want to consider this for this project. And I listened to it, and I was so blessed to put my vocal on it, fell in love with it. It's such a great crooner song. So it's on the album, One Moment All Time. Doggone Desirable, number 3 on this album. I have been writing lines for years, waiting for the right vibe, and finally got it. If you need a song to get out of the doghouse, as they say, with your significant other, this might be the one for you. Kelvin Holly nailed the guitar part. Everybody, did such a great job. So many great musicians helped produce this with the ideas we had in our head. So another you, I can talk here. I was having coffee one morning with my significant other. I'm watching Sandy drink her coffee, and the day was starting, and that's when I wrote the lyrics, and they had the vibe inside of me for the melody. And when Mark sent back the piano track, I was just blown away, and we cut it. You know, the rest is history. It is. I love that song personally. I hope you do too. Roll with it. We wanted to do one tribute song, and I chose Steve Winwood because I love Steve Winwood's music. Always have, and I always love that song. And oddly enough, it has ties to Muscle Shoals, the song itself. So we went with that one. I hope you like it. I hope we did it justice. We felt pretty good about it. But that's it. Roll with it. Then we get to Alabama Soul. Yes, that song. Lyrically, the storyline of that song, I traveled those roads, Eufaula, up through to Alabama, Montgomery, and then I've gone all over Alabama, of course, but you don't have to be from Alabama to love the song. The deeper meaning is it's just about the roots that we all start somewhere. So I feel blessed to have grown up where I did. I love Alabama because of the people, because of the journey I've had in my time. And all the good, the bad, the ugly. The good definitely outweighs it. I love my home state. So there it is, Alabama Soul. And the cool thing about it is when we cut that song, which by the way, Nut House Studios, where I cut all of these songs except for a cut. Well, we wound up producing them at Nut House anyway, so I guess all of them to some really. But anyway, I'm looking in the studio that day, and when we got to Alabama Soul, I'm like, well, everybody in here that's on this track was from Alabama, which you didn't have to be, but that day everybody was, and that was kind of cool. I want to mention Rachel Robinson too, incredibly gifted vocalist. She's great. Her whole family. You'll hear her voice on this, and I would love to just get to the show too, because that's going to be great. But anyway, I want to mention Rachel while it's on my mind. Couldn't have done this without her either. Her, she's dynamic. That's just all there is to it. She added so much to that. Last Ride, the next one on the list. Last Ride was totally inspired by a true story. A friend of mine came to me, Randall Wilson, who's believed in this. Great guy. His father passed away, and he called me and asked me if I'd write a song about it. And the truth is, I didn't know if I could or not. But I listened. I had lunch with him. I listened to him talk about his dad, and that's what came out. The whole vibe, the whole thing, and I'm so proud of it. I've done that song so many times in different writers rounds and stuff like that. I've gotten such good feedback from it. I think because it taps into that feeling, because as our parents get older, as we get older, so you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. You have to be, I think from his perspective with his dad, and you'll get it from the vibe of the song, from him getting in the car to taking his ashes, the whole vibe, the whole mood, everything hits home. And it hits home for Randall, but for the rest of us too, I think. So anyway, Last Ride. Feeling righteous? Do you feel righteous today? I probably should have written this years ago. It's like the perfect breakup song, or getting over it. But really, it's just the vibe of, listen, if you've had some stuff happen, and you need to put some pep back in your step, this song may give it to you. The devil can't keep you down type of vibe. So I hope you like it. I hope you love it. That's what that song's all about, Feeling Righteous. Step Out With Me is a date night song. We kind of went retro crooner on that. That's what the lyrics are all about. They're all about, and we need to date again. I think you'll understand it when you listen to the song. And then, of course, the last song on this album is Good Morning Jesus. I wrote this song a few years back. I wanted to put it on here Again, I want to thank Jimmy Nut House Studio for he's just a very gifted guy. The studio is great, but what he does in the mix department has been amazing for us, and what a great mix on it. I want to thank Claire Cunningham for singing with the backup with me on it. She's such an amazing artist. And all the proceeds of that song on the download stuff go to Samaritans First, because they're doing such a good job, especially in the wake of all the storms in North Carolina and all that, and that's going to continue. So anyway, I thank you for liking Alabama Soul. I want to thank the label group, Virgin Records, for accepting me for who I am and letting me do my thing and supporting me in the music side of what I do, the video side. You guys, Gating and Grilling, that's gonna rock again this year. We're excited about it. Food, you know me, you guys know me, food and entertainment lane, that's me, and I just want to do something positive. And get your grill on. That's what it's all about. Get your grill on, invite your neighbor over. Y'all know where you can find me. I want to thank everyone that's come along and follow what we do. And I've just met so many good people. So as far as this and the music side of what I do, thank you again. Love you guys, love you big. I'll see you down the road. I am looking forward to the rest of this year, Lord willing. So praying for you, praying for us. And again, fire up your grill. Get your grill on and love on somebody. There's your album review, Alabama Soul. Y'all have a great weekend.